So the gyrocopter shudders as the person on the side of the gyrocopter falls away. It's still in its controlled descent. Balzac is in the cockpit, quickly realizing that the controls are out of his control. They're dead. Tab is still kind of messing around with cages and still has 6 more cages to explore. Tab is making sure the deers are staying away from Sophia. And DeRoss, you notice that there's a data point that you can jack into.
Yeah. DeRoss, upon seeing the runner from the side of the plane, just like this kind of like it's literally the I am getting too old for this shit kind of feeling. But heads over into the small kitchen area, focused on the port next to the microwave.
Yeah, and you can see Side-Eye Balzac like cursing as the controls have no input when he's playing with them.
Salted shit burger. It says external control. DeRoss.
Typical guy. He can't find the external control.
Yeah, I just.
We've all been there.
Yeah. This is a job for you, my friend. I can't. I'm grabbing the stick. I can't do anything with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think that you doing it. Are you seeing any power, any response, anything across the board?
No, that's completely dead. Something. I suspect it was a low-level EMP which affected the cockpit, and these poor bastards up here might have had enough cyberware to fuck them up too, because they're both right dead.
Oh, that's such lovely mustaches.
Yeah, no, it's there's nothing on the board. Controls are completely non-responsive. The heads-up display only says external control activated.
Well, we definitely had a runner, and they have fled. I am now concerned what we've actually gotten ourselves into. So I guess at this point, with DeRoss locating a port, what options are available if DeRoss tries to jack in an interface with the plane's system, gyrocopter's system? I gotta make it clear.
Yeah. So the first thing you can jack in. There's no you're able to successfully do that. So for netrunners, netrunners have options available to them. Each netrunner can always make a move action in meat space. Plus, they can either do what's called a meat space action, where you fire up a gun, or you do something outside of the realm of the net, or you can take up to a number of net actions depending on your interface skill, which with yours you can do up to 4 net actions. One of those would be jacking in to the net, and then moving is free in the net, so you can move on each level until you get to a password or an obstacle. If you want to interact with the control node, that's an action. If you want to try to break a password, that's an action. If you attack or get attacked by an ICE program, fighting them is an action. So
so after jacking in, I guess what's the best ability, move, or action to determine what's been done to the system or counteract it?
Why don't we go into initiative, and then we can go from there, because you're going to have to, if you believe that this control node is that of the gyrocopter, you'll have to do some exploration to figure that out.
Okay, otherwise I'm just going to end up making burgers, and I don't know about that.
Deer burgers?
Well, it's next to the microwave. It could be just it could just be the port for the microwave for all I know. But let's go.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Okay, Balzac, what are you going to do, pal?
Balzac is he's obviously not going to do anything in the cockpit. This is the DeRoss show. But he is going to slide down the the handrails, and he's gonna make it look real good. And then he's gonna go to the golf bag, and he's gonna slide Jenny out, and he's going to look for because they're
Deer?
descending. No, I'm not gonna look for a deer with a sniper rifle in an enclosed space. Come on. No, he's going to try and find. Okay. Before he did all that, what is our current elevation above ground level?
So you guys were flying at about 5,000 feet.
Oh, perfect. So if he shoots out a window, it's not going to be a vacuum. Great. Is there a port that he can, like, sort of look out of?
Yeah, so on the right side where DeRoss is sitting, there's a port window, and there's also a jump door, like an emergency exit door.
Okay. Huh. Do I shoot at the light plane just for fun? Anybody? Thoughts?
There's also a man parachuting.
I was gonna say, yeah, the runner did a runner and is
Okay. Sure. I will. So, Balzac has been in this situation before. 5,000 feet suggests. Yeah, Balzac's been in some situations, Jaros. So he would know what shooting a window out at 5,000 feet would do. It will create a vacuum, but not at the same level as above 10,000 feet, right? That's my
Yeah. So I'll also tell you that trying to hit something is going to be an aimed shot.
Okay. Has to be an aim shot. All right, good. So then I will do that. I will try and take a shot at the net runner.
All right. So I'm going to say that he is about 110 meters away from you right now.
Oh, that's great. That's good for me.
Okay, make me.
Okay, so I'm gonna put 5 points of luck into it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm putting 6 points of luck into it. So I'm taking an aimed shot. 6 points of luck. Okay. Okay. Don't embarrass me in front of DeRoss, Jenny. Don't embarrass me in front of DeRoss. Don't embarrass me in front of DeRoss. Come on, baby. Give me a 10. Okay. That is a 19.
And 19 in total. So you need a 24. So it's a 16 DV.
I took
plus
8. I took 18 off my roll. I took 8 off my roll.
Okay. Well, let me do that in the future.
Okay.
But okay, so that'll hit.
Okay. Great. So, I'm gonna put all of my combat roll awareness into damage. Okay, this is great. This is I love it. So 22 points of damage and a critical hit.
All right. So the critical hit does an additional amount of damage.
Yep. Yeah, plus 5, so total of 27. And it's 2d6 on the crit roll table, right?
It is, yeah.
5.
Sorry, what was the roll? Critical roll?
The critical roll was 5.
So your shot hits him in the ribs, which just breaks several of them, and you did. Sorry, how many points of damage?
27, including the crit.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, he's still alive, but he's critically injured.
All right. Well, shite.
DeRoss,
yes.
what you gonna do, pal?
Let's see. Okay, the net action was jacking in. Then. I guess I'm trying to figure out what. I think I would probably want to attempt to either control or restore the damage that was done. So
Okay. So you jack in,
Hmm?
which is going to be one of your 4 actions, and the first level of this dungeon, I guess, for lack of a better term, is a welcome. And you see, so you're wearing goggles, and letters appear in your sight, and this lovely female voice. Welcome to the Bombardier G5000 gyros copter. Bombardier hopes you have a wonderful And then, if you like, you can continue to move. There's no password or anything on this level.
yeah, proceed.
Okay, you head down to level 2, and there is a control node. And you can either move forward onto the next level, or you can try to take control of this control node.
I would like to take control of the control node.
Okay, make me a interface check, please.
Hey, come on, dice. Wow, I am not rolling well today at all. That is a 9.
It is enough. It is a light control for the interior cargo bay, and you can either switch the lights on or off. Curiously, it's in the off position.
Since it's here and knowing Tab's actions earlier, go ahead and turn the lights on.
Okay, so with that, music starts playing. Like it's a it's like junglescape, and every now and then there's thunder and lightning, and when the lightning strikes, the first of all, the lights in the back go dark, completely black. But when the lightning strikes, flashing strobe lights go off, and the sound of rain, the heavy rain,
We're in the
enters
Rainforest Cafe. I love it.
Yeah. And Gowan's "I'm a Strange Animal" starts playing over the loudspeakers. The next level is a password.
Okay. Then I guess that would be that would be since we've learned nothing about anything while we've been here, that would probably be a backdoor to try and get through the password.
Okay, so with your third action, you can do a backdoor. Roll me another interface check.
Come on. That is... No, that is a 613.
Yeah, way more than enough. So the password is disabled, and you are able to move on to level 4, which is another control node.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the Ross isn't panicking exactly, at least externally, but there may be a little bit of an internal panic. This is an unforeseen, so every control node is getting at the very least inspected.
Okay. Why don't you make me an ID check on this? So this will be your last action on this, and then you can see what this control node does.
All right, that's a 14.
Successful. So it will open cages 1 to 4.
No reaction from DeRoss in Meat Space at that, and
Okay.
Just keeping that under the virtual hat.
Okay, and that was your last action. So now we'll go to Alicat.
Sure. So, what are the deer doing at this point now that we're clearly the plane is clearly starting to descend? What are the deer up to?
That whole sentence just almost made me spit my Diet Pepsi over my keyboard. The deer are backed into the back of the cargo plane. They are, that stupid deer kind of nervous look. They're hugging the back of the wall with the length of their bodies, but their heads are craned towards you, Alicat, and they're just staring at you.
Is it, when you say the back, do you mean the part that's by the cockpit or the exit?
No, the cargo bay door.
Okay. Alley Cat's gonna kind of get up on the back of the transport and take her bat out and she's gonna point the bat at the two deer, and she's gonna say, "You two little shits need to get back in your cage, or I'm gonna feed you to my alligator."
Do you want to make me an animal handling check?
Oh, I do.
Go ahead.
Here we go. This is where it starts.
Well, I did something Gary's really gonna hate. And I've dumped all of my improvement points from last time into animal handling. So that's gonna be a 22.
Yeah, they they seem to understand the motioning of the bat, and they will slowly walk between the truck and the cages back into their cage.
And she looks over at Tab and she's like, "Close it!" And that's it.
With one hand, Tab closes it, and the other hand is fiddling around, and she successfully opens cage number 2. And with that, she can see again. It's a 4-shelved cage, and each of those glass cases are various rattlesnakes. Probably, I'd say about 3 dozen rattlesnakes in total.
Okay.
Except for the bottom shelf doesn't have rattlesnakes; it has scorpions.
Do any of the snakes have 3 heads?
No,
Okay, well then Tab's just gonna be disappointed and close this cage.
but they do all have like little antennas attached to like little metal bands around their heads with antennas.
Okay. Tab opens the door again. Like, okay. I have very specific reference knowledge. Has my storyteller read the Dark Tower series?
No.
Okay. So when I make a reference to like a bear wearing a hat with antennas sticking out, that will
It delights me,
resonate.
the idea of it, but it doesn't mean anything
Okay.
to me.
So my North Central Positronics reference will have to hold. How big the these are what's the word for these are organic snakes and not tech snakes?
Yes, they are organic, but they
But
do
they-
have this metal band around each of their at the base of their heads. These little antennas sticking out.
Do any of the snakes look particularly not bitey?
They all seem very docile at the moment.
Okay. Are there any individual specimen containers are laying around? Because I'm not sticking a whole cage of snakes in my bag, but maybe if there's like a snake-sized Ziploc.
There isn't, although there is another bag of feed, which has about a 32-ounce container of pellets inside.
Okay. It seems cruel to go get the mice from cage 1 and feed them to the snakes in cage 2. Yeah.
Circle of light.
Yeah. I will feed the snakes. The scorpions can fuck off. And I'll close the door to cage 2. And I'm gonna look around for a single snake-sized Tupperware container.
Well, as you are feeding, as you drop the pellets into the they don't even react to it. They're just completely docile. You figure that if you were to dump the food out of this nylon bag, you could probably put a couple of the snakes inside it.
Yes. Okay. All right. 2 snakes. 1 for Tab. 1 for Alley Cat. And because snakes get lonely, maybe, I don't know. I'm not a snakeologist. So 2 snakes in the bag. Don't tell Balzac.
Right, and we'll go back to Balzac. Balzac, the plane has dropped a couple hundred feet. Or so you can. Oh, you're no longer in the cockpit, so you don't know that. Never mind. Although you can see out the window. You can see out the window. You see that you're steadily losing altitude. The plane, the ultralight plane, is still about 200 meters away from you, and
Okay.
the parachutist is still alive, and he's about 180 meters away from you.
All right. Well, I have a chance to hit him, but it's unlikely at this point. Balzac's a good shot, but he's not a fucking wizard, so we'll see how it goes. He is going to try and shoot the parachutist.
Okay.
He's going to whisper to his sniper rifle, and he's going to say, "Come on, Jenny. This is what we're here for."
All right. You need to beat a DV of 24.
Yeah, I need to beat... Wait, I need to beat 24?
Yeah. Well, the DV for
Right,
the DV
okay.
is 16 plus the 8.
I need a 10. Motherfucker, I got a 9. So, the shot wings wide.
The shot wings wide of the parachuter, but it hits one of the cords of the parachute, and the parachute comes half off, and he starts going into a death spiral.
Oh, well, it's like, even when I don't hit my target, I hit my target, and Balzac's gonna he's gonna straighten himself up a little bit. He's gonna stretch his back.
All right, back to DeRoss.
For the record, DeRoss is totally focused on this and missed Balzac being an absolute badass.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think. I think based on the fact that DeRoss has now found the lighting control. Sorry, I'm jacking in game, and my digital assistant is making noise. Has found the lighting control and the cage control. Needs to get more of a lay of the land of this architecture, so I want to try using the Pathfinder ability to just see how many floors, levels are we talking here, because I'm still finding basic stuff at this point.
So yeah, make me an interface check, and we'll see what your Pathfinder check is, and that'll be your first action.
That would be no, it's not that. That would be a 16.
Really great check. So you figure that you can do a lot of levels on here until the very next level. Level 5 is an obstacle. It's a password, so you'll have to make a backdoor on this one.
Okay, then I'm going to assume flight and/or systems controls are pretty high priority, perhaps. So yeah, let's try and keep moving a little further down.
Okay.
Not play with the lights anymore. That's a 10.
Yep, that's enough. So you bust the password, and you're able to go to the next level, which is another control node.
Yeah, let's investigate what this control node is.
Okay, you do an ID on this one. Make me a check.
That's another 10.
Yeah, it's another control node. This time for cages, 5 to 8.
How many floors did I go between the last control for the 1 through 4 and this one?
Well, there's one. There's a password for it in between.
Okay, so okay. Yeah, I have to keep going further.
All
further
right.
Down.
The next step you make down is something you haven't seen before on this level, but your heart begins to pound as you recognize it is a black ice, and it is a crackling ball of blue energy. It is a wisp, and it's going to okay. So please make me an interface plus any speed bonus you have, which I don't know if your cyber deck has a speed bonus on it.
No. So interface. All right. 13.
Okay, so you're lucky you beat its speed, so it shoots out a light towards you, but you're able to dodge it. And as that's your last action, we'll go into net combat on your next round. But right now it's Alley Cat's turn.
Alley Cat is watching Tab very suspiciously, and watches Tab put the rattlesnakes into the bag, and she's like, I want one. But she's going to take a quick look around and see if there's not like a ton she can do as this plane is falling out of the sky. I would like to make a perception check and see if I can hear animal agitation in any of the cages, and if I can identify any of the sounds and where they're coming from.
Well, yes. The two back cages, the two large ones, are both making some noises back there. And you figure you hear a growl coming from number 8. And why don't you make me a... is there a knowledge animals skill?
Wilderness survival might be the closest.
Do you have wilderness survival?
No, but it's an intelligence roll, and I have good intelligence, despite how all of
Okay,
my friends treat me.
Wow.
Make me an intelligence check.
14.
So you're not sure, but you have watched movies before with bears in them, and it sounds like it might be a bear growling.
So she's going to yell really loudly, Tab, don't you dare touch cage number 8.
Yeah, with that, it's Tab's turn.
To be fair, Tab is a completionist, and she's not going to open cage 1 and 3 and 2 without going to 4 first.
Okay.
But
Sorry, 4 is one of the large ones. It's 4 and 8, which are the large ones.
Tab might actually do a good thing and reconsider opening 4. Where are dear friends in relation to Sophia?
So Alley Cat has shepherded the deers back into.
That's right.
cage
I
number
closed the door. That's right. Okay, so that's good. How is Sophia doing? Is she agitated by the falling from the sky, or are we okay?
Hard to tell because she's still in that wooden cage.
Okay.
The wooden crate. But yeah, she doesn't seem to be.
But she's not like
thrashing.
lashing out, or like we're not being threatened with an alligator eruption.
No, not yet.
Okay, cool. Did Tab might make a terrible decision.
Yes.
Tab wants to try an open cage number 4 because she notes responsibly the growling is not coming from cage number 4.
All right, make me a security check.
Oh, I am so good at this today. I rolled another 10, which means I add another 12, so I got another 22. I should.
Plus,
be
you get to roll another 10.
Yeah. Oh, so that's a 28.
Well, 28. You open it with no problem, and as you slide open the door, a cougar jumps out at you, and it's going to make an attack. So it swipes at you, which is so this is going to be a melee attack tab. So I need you to roll your dex plus evasion plus a d10.
You got it. Okay, well that's pretty good. So where does my evasion live? Okay, so I have an 11 plus a 5 is 16 plus 7 is 22.
Okay, so it just misses you with its giant claw. And yeah. But there is a cougar.
Loose in the plane.
Yeah, and it's right in front of you.
Balzac! Not to alarm anyone.
Well, everyone's alarmed because everyone
We-
can hear that cougar
we
sound that frightens you in Red Dead Redemption 2 as a large cougar screams from the back of the gyrocopter.
We
Okay,
can all
so-
hear it, Tab.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure everyone's aware.
Balzac.
So Balzac hears the cougar.
Yeah.
He looks at Tab. He looks down at the ground. And he says, "How did these fucking people survive before I came onto the scene? They're like fucking children. Like, do we need to get her a fucking paper book or some stickers she can stick during this trip so she can fucking occupy her time? I don't even understand what the fuck is happening. But I'm sure you've got it under control, Tab. I'm going to let you handle this one. Good luck. Have fun." And Balzac is going to try and shoot the falling guy again.
Right. Make your shot.
Come on, Jenny. Oh, it's a 10! It's a 10! It's a 10! Oh, fuck! It's a 10! Oh my god, it's a 10! Jesus. Okay. I've never been so happy about anything in my entire life, and my girlfriend is so hot. Okay.
So who were you shooting at? Sorry.
I was shooting at the guy on the parachute. So my total roll is 32.
So describe to me what happens to this guy as you kill him and his parachute continues to spiral to the ground.
So his parachute is spiraling down to the ground. And Balzac he's got his rifle and he's trying to account for the spin of the parachute, but he's also trying to account for the decrease in elevation of the plane. He's gonna lick his thumb and he's gonna sort of put it up above the sight on his gun, and he's gonna say night time, and he's gonna pull the trigger, and it goes right through the same hole that he made when he cracked the guy's ribs open, and he's just gonna slump as he continues spiraling down to the ground.
Awesome. I'll give you an ammo point, and it'll go to DeRoss.
Oh. Shoot, I was on the right page and I lost it. That's fine. So the last thing found. Oh, sorry. No, the last thing I was under attack.
That's right.
Crap.
There's a wisp.
That's not a good thing. Okay, well then I believe I would like to attack since things are getting real now.
Yeah, and with your cyber deck, I do believe you have a sword.
I do. Sword with attack of 1, 3d6 rest to black eyes.
All right. Do you want to attack with your sword?
Yes, so do I roll a check for that?
You sure do. So roll interface plus the attack of the program plus a d10.
These dice don't like me at all today, so that is I can do math. It's a 9 total.
So unfortunately, you had to beat I rolled a 9, so you had to beat. Yeah. Tie goes to the defender on this one.
Okay.
So so you don't do any damage, but it will strike back at you, and it. Oh gosh, I miss. I rolled a 1, so I don't even. So now you have 3 more actions. What would you like to do?
If I'm able to try, because I assume that with this program now on with my attention, like I shouldn't really try to do anything else. So I'm gonna have to attack.
Okay, so as you can only use your sword program once per turn, you can zap. So why don't you roll for your zap?
Okay, so that was a 16 for the zap.
And so that is against my. Yep, you beat my roll. So roll your damage. All right, you do 4 against its res. Perfect. All right, and you have 2 actions left.
So when I deal damage against the Black Eyes program, is there any indication that it has stopped, has reacted, or that it's been rezzed? Because otherwise, I would.
It shimmers that it's taken damage, but you don't know how much damage it has left right now. How many hit points it has left.
Okay, then if I can use the zap move, I would do that again.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
This is not to be handled now. That would be a 14.
Okay, so my I rolled a 10, so you hit me. So roll.
That's 5 damage.
Okay, it's still up, and you have 1 more action.
You know, let's just go all out, and I don't know what this thing is or what its purpose is, but now it's kind of starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue to zap, and that is going to be an 15.
Yeah, you beat my defense. Fairly
Yes.
handedly.
2 points of damage.
But it's not enough to destroy it, so it's still up. And with that, we're going to go to Ellicat.
All right.
Ellicat, there's a cougar pouncing on your best friend.
There is a storyteller.
Yes.
Back when we were in Paul Bates' house, I took a bunch of fruit out of his fruit bowl on his counter. Do I still have that?
No. Nice try, but no.
All right. Also, did I get my clothes back from Carmine, and am I wearing them, or am I still wearing the Majorite uniform?
No, you are wearing, because you all were given, Slicks procured
right.
jumpsuits from Biotechnica.
Okay. I'm still standing on top of I'm basically standing up like where Sophia is. Don't want anyone to do anything to my alligator. I'm going to, I still have my bat. I'm going to hold one hand out and say, calm down. Calm down. To the cougar.
Okay, make me, because this will enrage Gary, make me an animal handling check on an angry cougar. The DV will be extremely high, I should warn you.
That's another 22.
I was going to say that it would be an incredible difficulty to tame an angry cougar. So that's a 24 that you would have to beat.
All right. Can I use Emma points for this?
You can always use Emma points.
All right. How many Emma points do I need to make this DV check, Emma?
You would need 3 Emma points.
Okay, I'm going to use 3 of my 9 Emma points.
Oh my god.
I saved them for this purpose.
So the cougar backs off a bit and kind of lurks back into its cage.
I just go, Tab, you shut that door now.
And Tab, your turn.
Tab is in awe. Like, she just saw the cougar whisperer in action. And with kind of a smirk and a mutter under her breath about Seaball, you do, you're strong, we can do this. And then she will clang the cage door shut.
Okay.
Balzac,
yeah.
how you doing over there? You good? You good?
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. This is all just fucking great. All of it. Very professional. Very serious.
Yeah. Tab will calmly walk back to one of the jump seats and fasten her seatbelt and prepare for a landing.
All right. With that, the Wisp's turn. It will attack our good friend DeRoss. You want to make me an evasion check with your your interface there. I rolled a 10, so you have to beat it. You have to roll a 9, basically.
Okay, and is that just the evasion static, or is there anything else added to that?
So that would be your interface plus, just interface plus a D10.
Okay. 12.
Yeah, it misses you. Streak of blue lightning goes past your head. Not close, not close. And with that, we'll go to Balzac.
Balzac is going to be looking at the ridiculousness in the back of this gyrocopter. He's going to look at Tab, going to sit calmly down in the jump seat and strap in like nothing happened, and he's going to say, "This is fucking straight bullshit. This whole fucking thing is straight. I don't know. Nothing is worth it. Not even Mrs. Hollingsworth is worth this shit. And my fucking mental health is important, and I need to fucking take time for myself. And this is going to it's gonna drive me to drink. That's what it's gonna do. I'm gonna fucking start. And then he's gonna be, as he's muttering to himself, he's gonna try and take a shot at the ultralight plane.
So as you look out, the ultralight plane has maneuvered, so it's out of your line of shot.
Oh, all right. Great. Then he is going to go back to the golf bag, and he's going to slide Jenny back into the golf bag. He's gonna set it right beside him, and he's gonna jack himself into his seatbelt. He's gonna cross his arms, and he's just gonna be grumbling to himself about this whole situation.
All right, and with that, we'll go to DeRoss. DeRoss, you still have the wisp, but it's taking a lot of damage, and you have your sword back.
In that case, then we'll come back out with the sword.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Ooh, okay, I like that. So that'll be 17.
Oh, that's a hit. So 3d6 damage against this thing.
Eight points of damage.
That is enough. You de-res the wisp, and it crackles and disappears. You have 3 actions left.
Okay. Let's see here. Trying to remember what he had found before countering.
So before this, there was a control node. Then you hit the black ice.
Okay.
So yeah.
I just need to essentially continue through the architecture.
Yep. You can either move for free, or you can do a pathfinding and take an action to see what's ahead of you.
Yeah, let's use Pathfinder to see what's ahead, because
Okay. So use your second action. Roll an interface check.
15.
All right. So on the next level down is a password.
All right, back door.
Back door. Make another check, please.
12.
You successfully defeat the password, and you can Pathfinder without moving, or you can just move blindly to the next level.
At this point, we're in Freefall in so many ways, so just move to the next level.
So as you move to the next level, sort of a green tinge goes over your overlay. Everything's kind of green, and you can kind of see like floating around like little pieces of like COVID-19 ball with like little sprouts and like little little squiggly peas and everything. You found a virus.
Ugh.
Yeah. To your experience, you think maybe this is what has allowed the controls to be completely booched.
Okay.
But you'll have to wait till your next turn to be able to do that, because you use your last action. And back to Alley Cat.
Okay. Are all the creatures where they should be?
There indeed for now. But you do see
Okay.
the evil look on Tab's face.
Does that include Balzac in the cockpit with the door shut?
No, he's not in the cockpit. He's in a jump seat on the side. No one is in the cockpit right now.
Okay. Okay.
Which I might add might be a pretty safe bet, because if this thing does crash land, the transport truck that is behind is going to crash straight into the cockpit.
I feel like we need to secure Sophia for
Ew.
crash landing.
Do I see rope anywhere?
Yeah, there's tons of rope around. Yep, those big straps. Yeah.
Cool. I really want to strap this crate down as best as I can. I will spend my whole turn doing this if needed.
Yeah, make me a tech. Either tech or wilderness survival, whatever you have best.
Wilderness survival's a lot better. That's only a 10.
So you do the best that you can. It's a 10. We'll see how that survives the crash, if there is one. Tab, your turn. 4 more cages to go.
Tab will actually, having more of a personal connection with Sophia, would probably go and assist Alley Cat with the ropes and the lashing and the protecting the gator who likes us versus the thing in cage 8 which might eat us.
Boring. All right, make me a tech.
I don't know how much time we have left before we hit the ground. That is a 14.
Okay, you help Alley Cat secure as best you can, and we'll go to Balzac. This would be the last action for everyone.
Balzac is going to look at DeRoss. I mean, he has things under control. So he hasn't been told that he should go and get up to the cockpit, so he's just going to hang out in the jump seat, and he's going to be grumbling to himself about the nonsense that these people get up to.
Yeah, and as you can see the tops of trees now, like given by the port. You are at tree level. And we're going to go to DeRoss. DeRoss, you have 4 actions before you think that this thing is going to hit ground.
Okay, encountering a virus. As a net runner, what is the best, like...
So you can try to defeat this thing, sort of like a pass, like you do password stuff. So you can try to defeat it with your interface skill.
Okay, then, yeah, at this point, since it seems like the virus is making everything go haywire, DeRoss would focus all his energy on trying to defeat this virus.
Okay, make an interface check on this thing.
16.
Okay, so yeah, you are on your first shot. You're doing these weird things with your hands, your fingers, as people do in the net, and you're able to clear this virus. It had a DV12, so it was a pretty significant virus, but you're able to clear it out because you are DeRoss, you're a legend. And the last level on this is the control node for the controls of this gyrocopter.
Okay, yeah, I guess we will try to control to see if we can either autopilot or restore functionality at this point.
Okay, so make me roll. You have 3 chances left to take control of this gyro.
Let's go! That would be a 15.
You are able to successfully get control of the gyrocopter. Now, do you have any skills at piloting?
Let's take a look. No more than normal. So yeah, it's like a 6. So at this point, I think DeRoss would be focused on returning the ability to control the craft back to it.
So make me a reflex.
That's an 8. Oh.
Okay, so you are able to get a little bit of control, but you start to hit the tops of trees. Brushes go flying. 2 of the cages fly open. Let's see which ones they are.
Not even Tab's fault.
Tab gets her wish after all.
So cage number 5 opens up, and half a dozen Canadian geese fly out. and the last cage opens, and a giant grizzly bear pops out of the cage as the gyrocraft crashes into the ground, and everyone takes 11 points of damage as it a little bit more control crash than it had been if Duras had not saved the day. But with that, the grizzly bear is quite angry as the commotion subsides. Sophia's box has successfully stayed latched down, although the transport truck has now crashed through the cockpit, and now the crate has kind of teetered off sort of teetering on the back of the transport truck.